Welcome back, everyone. My name is Kevin Strange. I am a cartoonist, novelist, and independent filmmaker. I am here today to share my love of comic books with you. Today, we're taking a look at Doug Tennapel's Monster Zoo. Doug is mostly known for his for creating Earthworm Jim, the video game character, in the 1990s. The gross out worm in super armor that fights various weird monster creatures. And he's also more well known, I would say, these days for his political commentary. But we here love him for his comic books. Doug is a prolific uh, cartoonist with over a dozen graphic novels to his credit. And one of my favorites is called Monster Zoo. We did a video earlier that was an overview of Doug's career. We showed some Earthworm Jim, some Bigfoot Bill. We showed a few of his books. We showed Power Up. We showed Cardboard. We showed Bad Island. Today, we're here to take a look at Monster Zoo. And if you like this comic, there's a link to Doug's website in the description. You can pick up all of his books. And we'll get right into it. His end pages are always cool. And this one is, if you can't tell, the silhouette of a monster. And this is one of his. We're showcasing here one of his black and white books. Todd McFarlane does the introduction on this and gives Doug a glowing review for being just a weird eccentric, having this weird eccentric style of cartooning, which is basically just slopping a Winsor Newton Series 7 um, brush across the page and just slinging this highly energetic, thick-lined style that is it's slapdash and thoughtful at the same time. He has a very interesting very interesting style, very interesting cartoonist that I like a lot. One of my favorite cartoonists and one of my inspirations for getting into cartooning myself as like professional cartooning. Uh, Doug does when he's not slinging the Winsor Newton Series 7 around on ink on paper. A he uses a program called Clip Studio and a Cintiq um, tablet that he digitally draws with, and he's got a presentation on YouTube that you can look up where he tries to teach you how to draw comic books in Clip Studio using a Cintiq, and that's kind of how I got my start drawing comics myself that I would then release self-publish. Uh, this was an Image Comics release, which explains the Todd McFarlane introduction. And right off the bat, we're doing this. Got this excavation here happening, and this statue is being pulled. The statue of a some sort of lizard monster is being heaved out of the ground here, and scaring off all the monkeys and these aborigines. They're not having it. I mean, look at that. Look at that face. This native ain't having this this monster totem being excavated from the ground. And Monster Zoo is the name of our comic, and as you can guess, our main characters are having a zoo day. We've got this Bigfoot Bill style character that Doug draws this style of character a lot, as we went over in his overview video. And then we've got this short, squat friend, a nice contrast between the character shapes here. And as you can see, as I preach on this channel all the time, if you can identify your characters through silhouette, then you've done your job as a character designer. And here within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, within on the sixth panel, he's already doing silhouettes of our main characters here. And Ty is the skinny one, and Carpo is the fat squat one. So Ty and Carpo are our main characters here. I like that contrast here between the silhouetted ice cream dude and Ty, and then Carpo in our foreground here. And you'll see Doug does this over and over and over again. This is one of his key tropes as a comics creator. And we're setting up various characters here. He's looking at an otter, nice otters swimming around. We're setting up that our characters are hanging out at the zoo, and it's not going to take long. We get some jock characters that are going to sort of be the foil for our guys. I really like Carpo's design here with the one one continuous eyebrow and this ridiculous eyebrow ring. You can see it up here too, sticking out. It's hanging out with panda bears. And it doesn't take long before we see our statue that's been excavated and brought into the zoo, and our monkeys are going crazy over it. I wonder why. Nice elephant here. These are all going to pay off very soon. Setting up all these animals in the zoo, and when Doug wants to, he can draw, not necessarily photorealistic, but he can be very realistic in his cartooning, or he can be extremely goofy. Doug has this wonderful sort of range as a cartoonist, which is one of the reasons that one of the things I like most about it is his ability to bounce back and forth between these styles. And giving out wedgies very soon here. Oh, here's our angry native, not happy about any of this, and very quickly start to see things happen. This monkey goes up. There's this swirl opening in the belly of the totem. A dart gun comes out. Monkey gets shot with this dart and starts to transform into this cover image. And we're on our way. The zoo will soon see the heart hole drops the dart gun out, and the monkey monster grabs it. And he's going to run around. You guessed it. We got this awesome zoo security guard here that's going to be tangled up in the in the mix as the mayhem begins, and we get this monkey shoots this rhinoceros, and we get this great picture of this rhinoceros changing into a monster. I mean, look at this. This is why I called it. This is like my favorite monster book, because Doug's design, monster designs are second to none. Doug can just do, look at this thing. Look at this thing creeping up, just all hatched out. It's not a silhouette. He doesn't always do the silhouette. Instead of doing the silhouette, he hatched it all out and set it to the background. And we see this is the dude, this is the archaeologist, I guess, that dug up the totem, and he's getting attacked and eaten by the rhinoceros monster as the the train, the zoo train drives by, and our main characters get a taste of the monsters at the monster zoo. Their train car derails and speeds through the wilderness portion of the zoo as we get this the continued rampage of the rhinoceros monster. And not to be outdone, the monkey monster continues to spread monstery mayhem here. Doug often draws his girls. Doug is like a 7 foot tall dude, gangly dude with no chin, and I love he draws so many of these characters. Like this dude has like a nice jawline, but many of his characters just have no jaw at all. It just swoops from the cheeks right down to the little pencil neck, and that creates such an awesome design. And here we go. This is a giraffe monster who opens his opens his other head and mouth. Look at that thing. That thing is awesome. Just take it in. I love just looking at the monsters in this comic. Such a creative design. Not the panda, the ostrich, and the walrus. She's in here with some bunnies that are still. Well, that's a. Well, we have all kinds of little creatures in here. There's a bird. There's a chipmunk. That looks like. We definitely. Is that a fox maybe? And then we have a bunny rabbit. Some other little creatures that she's crawled under this rock here and found these little animal friends. And now things are just going crazy because now the mouth rips open in the walrus's side, and he's going to be crazy looking. This rhinoceros is still rampaging, chasing after. He's what's his name? Carpo. Still after Carpo and Ty. Been chasing him the whole book. I love this shot here of almost a silhouette of Ty, but his eyes, a little bit of his hair, just some highlights from the light coming in. Great imagery here. Same thing here. Great use of what do we call that? Cartoonists spotting blacks. Where we drop in, we're doing black and white work, and we drop in just these thick black areas to set the page down so that all of our characters and backgrounds they don't blend together and sort of float off the page. There's no sense of depth. Spotting blacks creates depth, as you can see here. This we can just infer that this arm in silhouette and this leg in silhouette are set further back into the image than this lighter stuff that is only outlined in thick black lines. You see, that's the magic. That's the magic trick of cartooning. That's what all of us cartoonists get addicted to. I don't think that tiger has even changed. He's just being a tiger, chasing him. And the tiger, I guess, gets into it with the. Is that the walrus? Yeah, the walrus now has an entire. So the walrus now has an entire head. That's the walrus feet. There is no little nose hairs, and he's completely backwards. So now the walrus is a backwards monster. Just amazing. Our jock character is now hiding in a in a hollow log as our dorky heroes scale walls and fight monsters. Our jock characters hiding scared for his life. Now the monkey monster has turned all the monkeys into monkey monsters. Now we have. I like that how it's reverse silhouetted, where the silhouettes are all in white and the black is in the background instead of reverse the other way. Very cool. Very great eye for composition, Mr. Tennapel. Here's our panda monster. Pretty cool. Nothing crazy on the panda monster. He just got kind of jagged teeth and like a crocodile tail. He still looks cool in silhouette though. Doug can't miss his opportunity to silhouette him. That's awesome. Look at that. Great. And yeah, that gives you kind of a we got a crocodiles. Look at like the photorealism that Doug's capable of when he wants to. Looks like our poor panda monster got taken out by some regular old crocodiles. Now Ty's got a hold of the dart gun. Oh, and now he's teaming up with the native. Monkey smashes through the window, tries to steal the dart gun from him. I mean, look at this monster. Smoky monster face. Fantastic. Fantastic. Take a look at the elephant here, and we'll get out of here. And you guys can finish the story yourselves if you think, if you agree with me that this is one of the coolest. Look at this! Look at this ape monster. Fantastic. I think there's a these these hang on these giraffes get a face in their sides and they're galloping sideways. Look at these sideways looking giraffe. Or I'm sorry, did I say giraffe? Zebra monsters. Here we'll end on this fantastic double page spread. We've got I don't know what this is. A polar bear, ape. Look, he's got eyeballs above his eyeballs. They all do. They all develop like monster eyes above the regular eyes. I think this was a tiger. Now it has this giant face coming out of it. It's a kangaroo. We got a pig, an anteater. Has a mouth under his, that's the snout. He's got a mouth under it. Just great. Look at this thing. That's an antelope. Look, he's got eyes back here and a mouth coming out of his whole underside is just this big, gnarly, ugly mouth. Just amazing. Amazing. Is that a camel? Camel running backwards upside down? Amazing. We're gonna end on this. If you guys like what you see here, make sure to hit up Doug's website. Link in the description. And if you want to support me and my endeavors, you can follow the link in the description to my Patreon for only $3 a month. You get access to all of my comic books, novels, and feature films. Almost 20 years worth of storytelling there at your disposal. And we're probably going to start doing early access to these videos as well, and even Patreon exclusive videos. So if you for these comic book reviews and live streams of me and my friends drawing our own comics that will be available to you first and foremost exclusively at the Patreon page for only $3 a month. That's a heck of a get. So that's Doug Tennapel's Monsters Zoo. Hope you liked it, and if you did, we'll see you at the dollar bin.